John here. Just an update today. It's Wednesday, the 12th of November 2014. Just got off the phone to my QC Notary Public Lawyer, International Commercial Contract Lawyer, Choi, here in Auckland, New Zealand. Just want you to listen to him because I'll be sending him this book here, which is a lien warrant, a commercial lien levy search and seizure warrant for seizing the property of 61 Cook Street. It's very intense, and so I'm going to either tomorrow or Friday go and see him, or if I can do it on the phone it's better, because he's got all the information that he has signed to the High Court of Admiralty in London. Judge David Lindsay Mackey, he'll be one of the senior Admiralty Court judges. He's in other court hearings as well. But these hearings are online and it's done from anywhere in the world. International electronic conveyancing titles, and using these instruments online on Facebook. Okay, so everything that I do, I just pluck it off on Facebook and send it straight through. It gets direct there, and the court cases we do are 2 hours. That's signed by the chiefs up at Te Moai, King Torua and Torua, King Edward and Papa Heihe, and a couple of others, Taumatas. So I'll let you hear him, and he will have a look at these documents, because it'll be the first time he's seen these ones, at least these ones, and I wanted him to foreclose the property after I go and stand on it. After I go to the bank, I've got to call the bank and get them ready with the lawyer to communicate with this case. They're both familiar with it. I just have to bring them up to speed because I haven't seen them for a little while. And our manager at the bank has been away for about 7 weeks. So it's good that she's back now, and because no one else was familiar with the cases I've got already in London. So that's the conveyancing instruments, legal instruments that I've got here, way beyond anybody's expectations to do some case like this. That's 5 billion. It's levy debtor against a number of people. So that's multi fraud cases in Crown Corporation companies, and personal and impersonal, personal and corporate persons. Okay, so it's very complicated, and it wouldn't be wise for anybody to take this on, especially commercial liens, if you know, only if you know what you're doing. And whoever's on the end of this is on the end of a contract, commercial lien contract, straight to Britain. Okay, the jurisdictions over here are not sufficient enough to do a case that big, over 200 million. Okay, so it's very big. So then I'll go to the bank, see the manager, tee them up with the lawyer, and then go to see the police, the area district commanding officer, my Clement. Anyway, I'm going to tell them and update them on the situation with this commercial contract. It's private. It's international private contract, and only a private prosecutor can do this beyond the courts. Okay, so we're operating in several jurisdictions, so you have to get them right, and if you haven't, it's you and me, one or the other. And So I advising Mike Bush, the Police Commissioner of New Zealand Police, to tell his constables not to turn up on the property because they'll be tampering with all this evidence. Like I say, it's very intense, and I've only got the best lawyers in commercial contracts, Hickson's, Australia, and Pacific Islands lawyers. So they're doing this case, and as well as Choi, he's a partner in that business and got his own business here in Auckland. So he's South Korean, and we're doing some business with South Korea with the tidal energy projects as well. So it's got a lot to do with commerce, which is what we are, these flags of King William IV. So everything's hinged around the Admiralty court martial law. And we have the sheriff's badges here in this document, and the seals of everything authenticated. So these documents are well and truly fixed into statute law in Westminster Parliament, extant forevermore. That means they can't be changed. Going back to the 1852, 1846, 1852, 1865 Acts of Westminster, which applies to us and our title on Cook Street. Okay, so that's the Scotland, England and Hanover, and also we're going into several other issues that comes into this title as well. So we're challenging anyone who's got all of that. You must have it ready. If you don't, if the police, I must say, if you don't have any of this information, you'll lose before it even starts, because the court cases I'm doing are 2-hour court cases in the High Court. So it's got to be done within 2 hours, flat. You're either right or you're wrong with any affidavit that comes up against over 3,000 of them. Alright, so just need to pick one off. This is a courthouse on wheels. This is portable. Okay, it's got all the acts of King William in there, and we are self-governing under Section 71 of the Constitution and 52. We still hold that title straight to England, not with the New South Wales government and not John Key in Wellington. The TPPA and all of that comes through this jurisdiction of anything sold on these lands. If they haven't got this title, this is a title to New Zealand and the Pacific Islands. Okay, so I'll go and see the police and tell them if there's any complaint from the owner, current owners of 61 Cook Street, Simon Roundtree and James Brown. You would have known by now from the complaints that have gone into the High Court of Admiralty in London. 4 complaints have gone in. 1 extra, you only needed 3 to make a case. And because they haven't responded, no one's responded, I'm going there and I'm going to stand there, and the police must not turn up, because if they do, they're tampering with all this evidence in the High Court of Admiralty in London. Okay, it's not sufficient enough here to go to the Supreme Court, because Judge Sean Elias, Chief Justice, has got a warrant on her head too, in here. Okay? She's got a warrant on her head for fraud with the Queen. The Queen has got a arrest warrant on her head from the World Court. Okay, so that's all going against them. Now she's not in Westminster, she's in the EU Parliament. It's no longer, it's cut off. The sovereignty of the government of Wellington is cut off. They've got no flag, they're trying to look for a new flag, and we've got the flags here. These are trading bank, mortgage, commercial lien, military, protectorate flags of commercial contract between the Moai Hapu people and King William IV, the Emperor. And I'm the surrogate king of England. Okay, so they know that over there. I'll go over there and stand there and claim the King's royal revenue and Queen Victoria Trust. It belongs to us, the beneficiaries here, and me being represented from Titi Marae in Waitangi, the contract between Ngāpuhi chiefs and King William IV. Okay, the flag is contract. The flag is Constitution 1835, and the flag is jurisdiction of Admiralty court martial law. Our marshals will turn up. I'm a marshal with this warrant in here and the badge, the warrant and the sheriff's badge here. You see the sheriff's badge here. Okay, so we'll be getting those made, and also the flag of King William, British Crown, Sovereign. Okay, so those are sealing these documents, and his horse here. We've got the coins, I'm putting them in tomorrow, and the pound notes that are levy instruments to go with the lien warrants. Okay, so that's against the 5 billion debtors levy of all the people that are implicated in the fraud and alleged criminals. That's Chris Phillipson, the Attorney General, General, Robert Muir, the Land Register General, Robert Andrell, the Survey General Register General. Also you got Doug Rickard Bell, he's the one that caused the fraud. And then you've got Robert Platt for Bailey's real estate agent. You've got John and David Bailey, they're in there as well for selling the property. Then you've got Mark Hornibrook and Andrew McDonald, lawyers, who sold the property with the conveyancing instruments that are illegal. And also the, who else is there? So, and Jamie Peters, the original landowner that sold to Doug Rickard Bell. And then you've got Simon Roundtree and James Brown, who bought her off Jamie Peters, okay, at auction, okay, but they were warned that our names are supposed to go on the title. The original Rogan judge in the courts, they're in our family, okay, so the titles, the Auckland provincial titles, they're supposed to put our name when we registered it to go on. They discharged it and didn't put our names on the titles. Okay, so that's the problem. That's another problem. And then forging the road. Don Grant, the Linds, manager of Linds, and ex Land Surveyor General of Australia, New South Wales. So there's a lot mixed up in it. Okay, and it's not all. There's more. John Key and Chief Justice Sean Elias, and the list goes on. So I've alleged them to be fraudsters, and they have haven't done anything about it. So this, I want you to listen to the lawyer now, okay, and hear him clearly.
Hello, Mr. Choi. Yeah. John Wanoa here. Hi, how are you? Good, thanks. Look, I'm ready to seize on the property at Cook Street, 61 Cook Street. Yeah. I've got the bank has got the titles there and the documents. Yeah. And I'm going to email you the documents. So you are selling it? No, I'm seizing it. I'm foreclosing it. Okay. I'm foreclosing it. It's well known now of what's happening there with the fraud case. If you send by email, I'll have a look. Okay. Yeah, I'll send it by email this afternoon. Okay. But I wanted to seize it tomorrow or Friday. Okay. And all I want to do, I'm going to the police first because they know I'm coming there to see them. Okay. And then I'm going to the bank first because they're waiting for your instruction, and because they're ready for it too. They know it's a foreclosure. Okay. Yeah, you send me all the relevant the document so that I can find out what is all the details. Yes. And also you explain to me what is the situation. Okay. Yes, it's all in there. Okay. And it's very defined. Okay. You send it to me, I will have a look and then I will contact you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Okay, bye.
There you go.
So that's Choi, John Wanoa here. Today, being the 12th of November 2014, I've just spoken to my QC, Notary Public Lawyer, Choi, South Korea, and I'm just getting him ready to seize the property of 61 Cook Street, Auckland, and he will get the documents today by email, so that it'll save me binding it up into a real copy, hardback, and then I will go and ring the bank. After that, to see they've got the title and certificate, and also they've got the letter from Choi, the bank, and the book, the Moai Crown Federal State King William IV.
Oh, yeah, it got cut off. So the battery went flat, so you never got the rest of it, so that's okay. So you heard my lawyer, and very clear on what we're going to do to seize the property. So there's a process that I'm following to the law. Alright, we're going to follow the law of New Zealand and counter it with the acts in here of anything that anyone would want to try to pin me to for seizing the property. There is a legal way of doing it, and we're doing it legally. Okay, so here is the document to the Police Commissioner, Mike Bush, here, the letter, and on it you'll see the Sheriff's badge, and you'll see HRH Geoffrey Foley, Lord High Constable and Magistrate of Lochhaven Castle in England and Wales, future King of England. So he's there in the capacity of Constable when I go to England. Okay, so I'm going to drop in to see him on our way through, and he's all ready for it, and we also got others waiting in England to put the flag up in Plymouth and in Westminster. So you'll see all the seals along the top here that authenticates these documents. Okay, so you've got King William's seal here beside the Moai seal here. Alright, so these are real in the courts in the High Court of Admiralty, London. Okay, and you've got Judge David Lindsay Mackey there, and you've got Sean Elias here beside the Queen. So those are all, and myself on One Tree Hill here in Auckland with the title and the flag. Okay, so I'm just showing you, and this is the George Zambales in the Navy, Rear Admiral, and Nicholas Horton, Chief of the Defence Force, Army, and King William IV there. Okay, so there's plenty enough for it. This is the, when you see this gold dragon, that's the creditor. Okay, the Moai King William creditor. Okay, so these are Geoffrey, HRH Prince Regent. He's the Prince Regent. Here's the seals here. Okay, from Wales. So Wales is represented in all our dealings in Westminster. Okay, so I'm looking at Wales, England, Scotland, Ireland, and Moai, Aotea, New Zealand, in the new Parliament, right? Whether it's Westminster or ideally in Plymouth, in Devonport, Plymouth. So this is the signatures of the chiefs at Waitangi. So it has got a mandate from the chiefs representing the hapu in this country, okay, from the chiefs that signed with King William, okay, with this flag. This is the real Admiralty, Court Martial, Bank of England, commercial trading flag of free passage through the world of HM Customs, Royal Revenue um, um, prized possessions. That's everything seized or everything taken that the Crown says belongs to them. The Crown is actually this flag, okay, not the Queen. She's just the head trustee, and we're sacking her. When I go to England, sack her, and I'm taking her place. I mightn't be pretty, but know what to do. Okay, I'm taking the King's role as the surrogate king. That's the stand-in king until we sort out where England wants to go and Britain, UK. The British government and UK is going to stay there. It's not going anywhere. The EU is looking shaky every day that Scotland puts pressure on them. Okay, so we're hoping that Nicola Sturgeon, the new first Prime Minister of Scotland, is listening to this video. I hope it's clear, it comes out clear for you to hear what I'm saying. That we are coming there, Jamie Stewart and I, to take our place. We have a legal right as the partner to King William IV, brother of King George IV, to take his place on the trust of Queen Victoria, seize that off the Queen and levy debtor her and all her wealth back into the King's trust. Okay, we're going straight King's trust. Seize the Queen Victoria, his niece, seize all her assets, seize everything, that the land and everything that the Rothschilds has got out of their illegal marriage while Queen Victoria was still married to Prince Albert. Okay? It was illegal way they did it with their royal families. It's coming to an end. Now that everybody knows this flag is the bank flag. This is the secret to the mortgage liens of banks. Okay? So we're coming there to print the money. You'll see it online tonight. It's already on Facebook. So you type in John Wanoa, W-A-N-O-A on Facebook, and you'll see the King William coins. Okay, all the collection of coins, we're going to make them all gold. The sixpence, the threepence, the halfpenny, the penny, the shilling, and the florin, and the two bob, and the crown, and the half crown, and the coronation coins, and his sovereignty coin. We're going to mint them with the seized and salvaged prized possessions that the Queen has hidden away in Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Hawaii, and Switzerland, and everywhere, and Vatican. The British military will go straight in under our orders, the King's orders, okay, the King's orders, the King's Lord's orders in Plymouth, in Devonport. We'll go there and raise the flag, Matt Taylor, if you're listening, and Gordon Bowden. We need your information. You'll put it out online for us to see. So I'll be coming there and sharing that back with you, being Air Force, ex-Air Force man. Appreciate that, and I have a lot of respect for you, and also John Patterson, ex-detective or something like that in the police, ex-police, and also George Lees. Okay, he's a professor, and he's dug up all the companies that have changed their names, and companies that are in the middle of the sea and it's not there. Okay, and all those oil companies that are not there. And so we're going to put them in the court, Matt, we'll put them in the court in William Yard. I seized that with the same warrant here, right? It's taken a long time to put together, one man, and Jamie now. And so it's going to be used there to seize that property and turn it into a parliament of King William and a court of High Court of Admiralty, the highest you can ever go. Okay, so they'll have the jurisdiction here in that court, in that parliament, straight. Okay, so we'll just salvage what's left of the spoils in Westminster and start all over again, and then deck that place out into a hotel or something for a museum or something for people to go and stay in and smell the walls and the toxic atmosphere in there that's rife. It's not very eerie feeling to be in there. I wouldn't want to go there. So anyway, I'm going to say that we have British citizenship under this flag in Britain already. So Jamie and I will come there, and I will put my name forward for your party, SNP, Nicola Sturgeon. I see that you haven't got a member there in Devonport or Plymouth for the SNP Scottish Party. Okay, so you're our partners in business. You're the ones with the titles, the conveyancing instruments that are in here under King William. So you did all the back-breaking jobs of putting titles and land together, and the English Westminster monarchy family screwed it all off you and for themselves. So we're going to dismantle their empire and put it back into the king's empire, okay? And we'll find a new king one day if I'm not good enough. But I'm going in there to speak for the king. I'm very confident in what I do. I can get on with anyone. And my general manager here, he's from there. I won't say his name, but he's from England, and a few others here that have been immigrant to here, and they are part of this flag in the contract, okay, the commercial lien contract. So King George Red Cross on this flag, back to King George I, to King George VI. The father of Queen Elizabeth. So now that she's a fraud and got a warrant on her head in the High Court, in the Well Court, with Kevin Annette, ex-Catholic minister, Catholic priest minister, and also the Cree Indian nation of people and their chiefs, who are coming from that angle and they're doing a great job. Kevin, congratulations to you people. A mighty effort to break down the walls, and we're coming straight from the front into the monarchy. I'm a monarch myself, as a native Wanoa of this land, and Tahiti and East Island, Rapanui to Mokonui on my land block. Okay, so those are real connections that I'm talking about. The Rogans are the judges, the lawyer, and the land surveyor, John Rogan, that did this title in here. You'll see him here in the book, it's online, and you'll see him there with the titles, okay, to Auckland, and the Manukau titles, and the birth certificates are titled because they were here first, and that's all that matters in their language, okay, in their legal language. And no one can refute that, where they got the title from. They'll have to say. So these titles in Auckland came from John Rogan, okay, and the other land information titles came from Australia. So that's the problem that this block has, on top of everything else. That comes from Admiralty. Everything mortgage is Admiral. The mortgage comes last, beneath the title holders, the landlords, the land owners, which is us and the Manukau's, the Paraparas, the Kawharus, the Wanoas, and so forth. But those are graphic names that are in the record. The John Rogan marrying the Manukau, and Dick Rogan, Mariah Manukau, and Dick Rogan marrying Uraiti Wanoa. Okay, so those two go together. That's why they ended up down the east coast on our land blocks. And here in the Kaipara, Auckland titles are in here. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say today. I hope this sound comes out all right on this camera. I've been trying to fix it up with the noise levels, something like that. But to my crew, Jamie will be up tomorrow, Jamie Stewart. So she'll carry on with me, put everything together, go to the bank, go to the police, film it, go down to the lawyer, and then onto the land block. Oh, we go to the lawyer first, then we go to the bank, and we go to the police to tell them don't come up and turn up on the property. Or if the landowners ring up, don't go, because if they go, even if the landowner turns up, I'll give them one of these. Okay, I'll give them one of these again. And so if they get one of these, they're in a contract. They lose it just like that. A warning, Simon Roundtree and James Brown, if you turn up on the block when I'm standing there proclaiming it back into the King's title, okay, off the land information title with mortgage on it, okay, back into this title, because that's our land that's in question, that's the fraud's taking place. Not your fault, you have to go back to your lawyers and get your money back, okay, that's what I'm saying. And the lawyers, the conveyancing lawyers, did the crime, but they're all linked to the Queen who did a bigger crime, right? So all in jointer contract with each other, and you're fixed to the Queen. Your head on the documents, you'll see the Intuition New Zealand Limited corporate company owned by the Crown in their book. Online, it's online now. You can see that they're the ones that have been playing around with this flag, still playing around with this flag, as the trustees of Queen Victoria Trust. Okay, that's what I'm picking. I'm alleging that they are the ones screwing the rent, collecting the rent for the occupation of these lands and send it to the Queen. Okay, they're paying her for these lands that belong to us. Well, we haven't seen anything out of it yet, so we're going to foreclose on all that lot, foreclose on all the companies that are linked as accessories to Queen Elizabeth's fraud before she goes and abdicates. She hasn't abdicated yet. That's why I get to England, and she's still the Queen. Prince William, on the other hand, has said he doesn't want to be the king. You know why? It's because his wife has probably said, it's you and your grandmother, or you and me. Pick one. And so he's picked her. So that left him out from being a king to succeed to the Queen. It's upset her because she really thought he was going to take it so that George will get the title. Or she might put George, little George, as the new king, can't be king as a little baby, right? Or whatever. But it certainly is in a shambles just as much as Westminster is. Matt, you can see Westminster is in a shambles. So this video is supposed to be a little short one just for listening to my lawyer. But however, he's said his bit, and so he's expecting to get the warrant, all this book here, plus the rest of the pages. 129 pages altogether, plus 2 or 3 more. Okay, so I'm going to send these ones, and then I'll send the other one a little later. And our banker man, the general manager, had a meeting with him this morning, and he's going to take up his position on the site, and he's very good at what he does. He's doing the incorporations, financing, and also the planning, and so this is another elevated level above that, closer to the flag that they use as well. Okay, so I'm just saying to the incorporations that have been watching me up online for a long time, we're getting there finally. After I've gone to Waitangi, you might have been there, all you people, when I gave a presentation with the book. Okay, so you can see it for yourself now what I was talking about, and it's open to everybody in the world. So that's all I want to say to my mate Jamie. Be very exciting when we board the plane and take off up to England, across to Scotland, and up to Denmark to get the tidal energy plans done with Cowie Engineering, design engineers, and then back to Tahiti to pick up the cruiser ship for our operations here, and park her up downtown here on the wharf. So there's plenty of things going on there, and come and see Peter Maloney across the shore to book our new helicopter. I want to drive again. Helicopter drive again. So those are the Rolls Royce engine, the fibre 6-seater, 450 horsepower, so it's plenty of power. In that we need that to get around, and take the dignitaries around as well, so I can fly them around and get around quick. Okay, so that's all I want to say today. It's a little bit long, but never mind. We hope it comes out clear with no noise in the background of the camera. So to all you people watching, thank you for watching all the videos I put on. And to Matt and the crew over in England, have a little bit of patience because we're just about there. It's taken a long time to put these documents together. And so we will tie up with each other when we get there. Okay? Bye for now. See you later.